Shit, this audio's gonna be fucked. Give me 1 second.
Good evening and welcome to our first ever PS4 NECC NBA2K Championship. My name is Jacob Enron, Commissioner of the New England Collegiate Conference, and tonight, rising senior Chauncey Cheek of New England College, member of the men's basketball team up there for the Grims, the defending NECC champs. He was a big reason why he takes on Josh Sanchez, a rising sophomore from the Becker men's ice hockey team. Looking forward to this one. Both contestants, both our finalists have impressed on their way to this championship matchup. Best 2 out of 3 tonight. And we're going to bring Chauncey in to talk with him as we get set for game 1 of our best of 3 here tonight. Chauncey, are you there, my friend?
Loud and clear.
How are you? How's everything? How's your summer going? You safe and sound over there?
Yeah, I'm getting through. I'm chugging along.
I think we all are. Hey, first of all, congratulations. Thanks for your time here tonight. Looking forward to watching you compete. A tour de force on your way to this championship. You knocked off another NECC men's basketball phone, Ozzy Trail, in the semis. He's a guy who actually advanced to our Madden championship earlier this year. Talk about what the run's been like and give us a little preview what to look for tonight from you.
It's been cool. I've been, I don't know. Just been kind of chilling, coasting through along, just doing what I do. Not much to it.
Are there any concerns? You're a guy who's got a lot of confidence on the floor, on the basketball court, a lot of confidence in your ability in 2K as well. Are you looking forward to this matchup?
Yeah, definitely. I heard he was all right. So, I guess we're gonna see. I don't know.
All right. Let me ask you. We're hearing you're going to use the Bucks. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's probably gonna use the Bucks.
All right. So obviously a pretty steady diet of the Greek Freak. Anything else for us to watch for as we get set for this one?
I mean, I'm not gonna force it to him, but it's hard. The way the game operates is just he's kind of everywhere at once. So even if you don't really want to, you kind of have to. I mean, but we're gonna see. I don't like to really force feed anyone the ball. I play with all. I play with all five in court, but it is what it is. If I got to, then hey.
Well, it's good to see you, my friend. Always enjoy the time, and again, best of luck here tonight.
Thank you. Always a pleasure.
All right, let's turn things over now to Josh. As we mentioned, Josh Sanchez, a rising sophomore, member of the Becker men's ice hockey team, and Josh is here with us tonight. Josh, how are you, my friend?
Good. How's it going, Jacob?
I'm good. It's great to speak with you. We are looking forward to this. First of all, safe and sound. Everything okay up there by you?
Yeah, everything's good over here.
Good. Well, we appreciate your time tonight. We got a little preview. You're going to be using the Lakers. Is that correct?
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
I will say this. Both you and Chauncey have sort of rolled through this tournament thus far. He's excited about the matchup, and I imagine you are as well. Anything for us to look for as we get set for game one here tonight?
Honestly, I'm not the biggest basketball guy myself. I'm just trying to play. I'm just going to D him up well, and I'm going to try to beat him. Just score more than he is. That's about it.
That's a great philosophy, my friend. Well, we're glad you're here. Definitely excited to watch you compete here tonight, and best of luck as we get set for game one.
Yeah, I'm excited too. Thank you, guys.
All right, we'll get set. We'll give these guys a minute to get the game set up. Again, it's NEC's Chauncey Cheek getting set to take on Becker's Josh Sanchez in our first ever NECC PS4 NBA2K Championship. Again, best of three here tonight. 5-minute quarters. Those are the ground rules we'll be using here this evening. As we mentioned, it'll be Josh using the Lakers, and we believe Chauncey will be using the Bucks. That is the matchup we expect to see here tonight. The Lakers, obviously led by the great LeBron James, and the Bucks, led by defending MVP Giannis Antetokounmpo. The Greek Freak will probably refer to him as the rest of the way here tonight. But it's another Becker student athlete in the championship. Jordan Hazelwood won one of our Madden titles earlier this year, and Josh Sanchez looking to do likewise. On the flip side, Chauncey Cheek won an NECC men's basketball title this past winter. His three-pointer with just 1 second left gave the Grims an NECC title over Mitchell, and he'll be looking for NEC's first ever esports title. This being I think this is our fourth ever NECC championship tournament game. We had two Maddens, and this is the second of our 2K finals. This one, the PS4 variety. We're set to tip things off. Looks like we've got JaVale McGee versus Brook Lopez. We are up and underway, and the tip is controlled by the Lakers. Again, it's Becker's Josh Sanchez using the Lakers tonight against NEC's Chauncey Cheek. LeBron getting into the paint early, I should say. Little scoop shot is good, and we are underway here in our first ever PS4 NBA 2K Championship. There goes the Greek Freak down low, kicks it back out. Lopez now with a touch. I believe that's Bledsoe with the dribble. There's Antetokounmpo met by Davis. Shot clock winding down. He goes to the reverse and lays it in. So both teams with a good look. Their first trip down the floor, and no surprise, the superstars making their presence felt early. LeBron gets his first field goal, and then Giannis answers at the other end. Here's McGee sliding to the basket. His layup, little floater, comes up short. Bucks look to run. Here's Bledsoe up the right side. Kicks it back out. Three-pointer on the way. Well contested. Long, and McGee cannot save it. I think that'll be Milwaukee basketball. Again, best of three here tonight. Obviously, one of our contestants, one of our players wins games 1 and 2. They will be our first ever PS4 NBA 2K champion. Giannis handling the rock here on the right side. Triple team. Shots blocked away. Good defense there by Josh's Lakers. And Josh said that to us on the pregame show. Said he was going to try to D up as best he could. And there's LeBron going to the basket. LeBron with all 4 of LA's early points. And it's the Lakers with an early advantage. Right side, Bledsoe going to work. LeBron meets him head on. Hesitation in the paint for Wesley Matthews. Good pass underneath to Brook Lopez for the slam. I think he might have gotten fouled too, an and-one opportunity. Well played there by Wes Matthews, sending it over to the big fella for the dunk. Lopez completes the three-point play, giving Chauncey his first lead of the night. It's Milwaukee leading it here 5-4. There's a quick steal. Oh, sloppy play. Milwaukee capitalized on it. Chris Middleton catch and shoot there. Just a very careless turnover by Josh. And Milwaukee now with 5 straight points, they've taken a 3-point lead. Here's McGee in the lane. Nice swoop to the hoop for the big fella. Finishes with the right hand. Josh to within 1. Giannis into the paint, sealed off nicely. Back out to Matthews. Down low to Freak. He's wide open. Can't get it to go down. Davis there with the rebound. Lakers look to push the other way. LeBron up the left side. Getting in the paint there. And the shot is blocked away. Got his own miss. And back out. Sent it on the perimeter. That's Contavious Caldwell-Pope with the ball. Now back out to LeBron. LeBron's pass is deflected out of bounds. It will remain Lakers basketball. So just underway here. About 2 minutes into our first quarter of play. Milwaukee with an early 1-point advantage. Of course, New England College's Chauncey Cheek using the Bucks in game 1. And Becker's Josh Sanchez using the Lakers. The three's no good. Davis, the offensive rebound. He had it stripped away. Good defense there by Brook Lopez. And then JaVale McGee with the bump. Nice play defensively there by Lopez to take away a pretty easy opportunity, looked like, for Davis. Good defense there by Chauncey's Bucks. Left side getting in the paint. Good move by Bledsoe. Ooh, couldn't finish with the right hand. And the shot comes off. So LeBron there with the rebound. Ahead to Davis. He's ahead of the pack. He'll go up. Shot blocked away by Antetokounmpo. Nice defensive play by the prohibitive favorite to win this year's NBA Defensive Player of the Year, the Greek Freak. He does it all. You saw him there, the defense negating the easy opportunity. Matthews thought about the long three there. Gets in the paint, goes up and sends it down with 2 hands. Chauncey playing well. He's taking a 3-point advantage. And now another steal transition opportunity. Ooh, can't cash it in on the left side. LeBron up the other way. Lakers might have numbers here. LeBron's going to take it all the way. And he was fouled on his way to the rim there by the Greek Freak. So LeBron to the line where he'll shoot 2. First one spins off for the great LeBron James. Second one is up and good. So Josh pulls to within 2. It's 9-7 here, Milwaukee. Just under 2 minutes left. Too easy the other way. Greek Freak rim to rim with an easy right-handed finish. And he's got his biggest lead of the night. It's up to 4. Howard in the paint. Back to LeBron. Thought about the 3. 2 Bucks converge on him. J.R. Smith into the lineup now for the Lakers. He's out there, as is Dwight Howard. Here's a steal the other way by Wesley Matthews going end to end. And Chauncey turning defense into offense. Chauncey's opened up a 6-point advantage here. Milwaukee playing well. They lead at 13-7. LeBron's got to get something going. You see the Bucks really swarming him out for Howard. Swings it into the corner. 3-pointer on the way. That one's no good. Kick back out. Second chance opportunity. J.R. Smith with a good look at it. That one spins out. Well, 2 good looks there for Josh. He can't capitalize on either on that. Now here's Bledsoe the other way. Back out for Giannis. Goes to the basket on the left side. Little floater. Touches every part of the rim, but comes off. Long rebound to Lopez. Kicks it back out. The Bucks to restart. Middleton in the corner. Down low for Lopez. Going to work underneath on Kuzma using his size advantage. And he'll draw contact and go to the line for 2. Chauncey beginning to assert himself here as we tick under a minute left in the first quarter. He's got a 13-7 advantage. Lopez misses the first, gets the second to go down in the Staples Center in Los Angeles, California. See Alex Caruso on the floor, also out there for Josh's Lakers. Good look here for J.R. Smith from 3. Actually, that might have been Deion Waiters. Let me correct that. Deion Waiters with the triple. Much needed basket there for Josh's Lakers. Cuts that 7-point lead down to 4 as we tick under 30 seconds left. It's 14-7. The triple makes it 14-10. Greek Freak all the way to the basket and an easy 2-handed finish. Milwaukee leads it by 6. Shot clock turned off here as we have 20 seconds left. Lakers with a run on opportunity. Lopez with a great defensive play from behind. Lakers with a chance, the Bucks with a chance to capitalize. Here's Middleton in transition. Ooh, too strong. Greek Freak there with a rebound. Good pass underneath the Bledsoe for the easy 2. Milwaukee extends their lead to 8, largest of the first quarter. We're down to 7 seconds left in our first quarter of play. Caruso's got to go to the rim. 3, 2, Caruso left side. Shot at the buzzer for Kuzma from the corner. No, comes out. So our first quarter will come to a close with Chauncey's Milwaukee Bucks leading it by a score of 18-10. So a good first quarter for New England College's Chauncey Cheek, two-time NECC Defensive Player of the Year, including this past year. He led the nation in steals, did the dynamic floor general for the Grims, and he takes an 8-point lead into the start of the second quarter. Bucks with possession up the left side. Antetokounmpo getting into the paint on Kuzma, going to try to use his size advantage. Goes up with the left hand and finishes. It's now 20-10. It's a 6-0 run being authored now by Milwaukee. Lakers appears to use a timeout. So Josh needs to stop it. And we will take a timeout with him, obviously, with a 20-10. See some changes, some substitutions. Josh trying to stem the tide a little bit here. It's 20-10, just seconds into our second quarter of play. And Chauncey playing well using the Milwaukee Bucks. No surprise. Cheek, an outstanding 2K player, and he's got an early 10-point advantage. Downloaded Davis. It's met by Antetokounmpo. Terrific matchup between those two outstanding bigs, probably the two best bigs in the game. Ball's loose on the floor, scooped away by Milwaukee. Here's Bledsoe in transition. Good pass to Giannis, who sends it down with the right hand. Oh, boy. The run now 8-0, being authored by Chauncey, and he's extended his lead now to 12. It's 22-10. LeBron scored 4 early. He's been held in check since. There's Caldwell Pope. Good pass underneath to a cutting JaVale McGee, who finishes with a left-handed slam. Much needed bucket there for Josh. Now here's a near steal. Can Davis save it? Yes, he can. Lakers coming the other way. McGee in transition. Not sure he's the guy you want with it. They get it over to Caldwell Pope. Thought about it. Sends it back out to LeBron. LeBron being met by Lopez. Gets to the baseline. Pull up no good. AD there with the offensive rebound. Lakers swinging around the perimeter. Danny Green thought about the three. Didn't want it. Gets it back. Now he will tee up the three. Ooh, in and out. Davis, another offensive rebound. His second this trip. Lakers will reset. Over to LeBron. It's like a long two. Got it to go down. And that makes the score now 22-14. Josh beginning to scrap and claw his way back in as we're approaching the midway portion here of our second quarter. Giannis with the dribble, left corner. Met by Davis. Shot goes too strong. Might have stepped out of bounds on his way to the rim, and that leads to the turnover. So a little bit of momentum here for Becker's Josh Sanchez. He's got possession of the ball. Down by 8 is Josh, using the Lakers here in game 1 of our best 2 out of 3. Here's a foul, reach around from behind by Bledsoe. He's called for the whistle. LeBron nearly lost it, pulls it back out. Chauncey's defense has been really solid. There's another steal on cue. Wesley Matthews with his second steal of the game. Give and go, and look who's on the receiving end of it. Giannis Antetokounmpo with the two-handed slam, and now the lead is 10. Oh, McGee the other way beats everyone down the floor as the pace quickens. Slam answered by slam, and the lead cut to 8. Left side. Kick it back out. Freak handling behind the arc. Kicks over to the corner. Lopez can make that shot. He's a very good three-point shooter, and he buries it. Big shot there for Brook Lopez, and the Lakers need another timeout. It's now 27-16 as Chauncey extends his lead back to double figures. The lead is 11 as we basically midway through our second quarter of action here tonight, game 1 of 3 between these two teams. Well, I shouldn't say game 1 of 3. It's the best 2 out of 3 series. If we have a split in games 1 and 2, then we will have our, if necessary, game 3. Dwight Howard in the lineup, as you can see. That's Deion Waiters with the ball. Over to LeBron. LeBron 4 points early. Has not scored since. Here's Caruso for 3. Ooh, got it to go down. Big shot there for Caruso. To give Becker's Josh Sanchez a lot of credit there. Uses the timeout and immediately pays dividends. Pat Connaughton going to the rack. Gives it up for Dante DiFincenzo, who lays it up with the right hand. So DiFincenzo right off the bench for 2 for the former Villanova product. Lakers running the other way. There's a great pass ahead to Dwight Howard for the easy finish. So the teams exchange buckets. Chauncey content to do that with an 8-point lead. We're under 2 minutes left in the first half. Connaughton back out for Lopez. Sloppy pass there. Taken away by LeBron. Lakers with an opportunity. AD in transition. He's ahead of the pack, and he'll finish with the right hand. Here come the Lakers. Josh Sanchez has cut the lead down to 6. Over a minute left in our first half of play. Here's George Hill over the left side. He's double teamed, has a man wide open. It's Robin Lopez for the easy 2. Lopez, the recipient of a nifty pass there. LeBron has it swiped away on the baseline. Good defense. And this is going to lead to a tie-up situation, I believe. We'll have a held ball. Jump ball, I believe, will be between Lopez for the Bucks and the Lakers, Anthony Davis. Ball is up in the air, and it's controlled by Milwaukee. Ilyasova with it ahead to Pat Connaughton, the local product. Pat Connaughton from Massachusetts area. Played his college ball at Notre Dame. Ilyasova with it between the circles. Shot clock reads 5. Bucks got to go. Here's George Hill with it behind the arc. Forced to tee up the 3. Left it well short. Good defense there by Josh and the Lakers. Howard ahead to LeBron. Throws the alley-oop for AD, who finishes it with 2 hands. Nice facilitation there by LBJ. And the Lakers to within 6. All the way to the basket. Connaughton back out for Ilyasova. Swinging around the perimeter. Here's DiFincenzo. Hands it back to Robin Lopez. His 15-foot extended elbow jumper is short. And going the other way, Lakers with a chance here. Ahead to Anthony Davis, who easily lays it up and in. And Josh is pulled to within 4. The lead was 14 moments ago for Chauncey. And Josh has gone on a 12-2 run to cut this lead down to 4. Offensive rebound there by Lopez. Goes back up, has it blocked away, down to 5. 4 final seconds of the half. Ilyasova's jumper from the corner, in and out. And that's how the first half will come to a close. So our score at the break, it's 31-27 in favor of Chauncey's Milwaukee Bucks. But if you're Becker's Josh Sanchez, you got to feel pretty good about where you're at as we get set for the start of our second half. So a lead, which was 14 at one point for Chauncey, has been cut to 4 at the break. Josh Sanchez saying the defense was his key, and that has certainly been the case. So Milwaukee to inbound the ball. Very different set of circumstances here. It looked like Milwaukee be in complete control as Greek Freak gets in the paint, goes up, has it rattled out, but I think looked like JaVale McGee might have gotten a piece of him. Giannis to the line where he'll shoot 2. First free throw is good for the reigning NBA most valuable player. Prohibitive favorite to win his 2nd straight one this year. Makes both. Goes on to Tecumpo, and the lead is 33-27. Again, NEC's Chauncey Cheek using Milwaukee in game 1, as there's a steal by Lopez. Bucks with numbers. This is going to be easy, too, for Wesley Matthews. He'll finish with 2 hands. And now Chauncey, with 4 quick points to start the second half, has extended his lead to 8. LeBron slicing through traffic. Kicks it out for AD. Does he want that triple? He does indeed, and he buries it. AD playing well. Makes the 3. Pulls Josh to within 5. Looking for the answer. Ball swiped away by the Lakers. They're look to run in transition. Pass towards the rim. Oh, my. McGee somehow finished that over his shoulder and finishes with 2 hands. So Josh counters the 4-0 run by Chauncey out of the break with a 5-0 spurt of his own. And he's within 3. It's a 1-score game. This is the closest Josh has been in a long time. Greek Freak having none of that. He swoops in for an easy 2, and that forces Josh to use a timeout. The Packers' Josh Sanchez, down by as many as 14 in the first half, has cut the deficit down to 5, as we're just about a minute into our second half of play. Game 1 of 3 here tonight. Be interesting to see. We will talk to both of our finalists between games here, and it'll be interesting to see if they intend on using the same teams. Not too surprising to see these two being used. There's a careless giveaway by Danny Green. Eric Bledsoe all the way to the rim, finishes with the right hand, and Chauncey has done a great job, much like he does in real life, getting into those passing lanes and causing havoc, and that's been certainly one of the stories. Big reason why he has a 7-point lead has been the play of his defense with that Milwaukee group. Kuzma swarmed up, and he has it taken away. Another run-at opportunity for the Bucks. Bledsoe all the way to the rim, lays it up and in. Oh, my goodness. So the lead extends to 9. You see Bledsoe's numbers there, 6 points for Milwaukee. And another steal. Oh, man. Josh just not valuing the basketball. Oh, but going all the way to the rim is Bledsoe. He has a shot blocked away. Here's Kuzma looking to run. Kuzma gets in the paint. Back out for Caldwell Pope. They'll reset the offense. Good transition D there by the Bucks. Morris swarmed off. Good pass underneath for Kuzma. Ball fake. Goes up with the left hand. Left it short. Good job there by Milwaukee coming away with the loose ball. Bucks with a 9-point advantage midway portion of our third quarter. Right side. Great freak met by Kuzma. Gets in the paint. Still go to the right hand. He's sealed off nicely. Good defense there by Kuzma. Ball deflected away. Say last touch by the Bucks. So a chance here for Josh, trailing by 9. So we approach 2 minutes left in our third quarter. Quick trigger there from Danny Green in the left wing. That's too strong. Milwaukee all alone there for the defensive rebound. Here's Middleton up the right side. To Greek Freak. Little floater on the right side is good. And Giannis is feeling it. He's got 18 points to give Milwaukee a 43-32 advantage. No surprise that Antetokounmpo has been Milwaukee's best player in this one. Green's triple. That one's too strong. Josh might be in a little bit of trouble here as the lead's ballooned to 11. Milwaukee looking to capitalize up the right side. Pull it back out for Middleton. Middleton, good pass underneath to Brook Lopez. Blows the bunny with the left hand. Lakers catch a break. Here's Kuzma in transition. It's in the paint. Sealed off. Goes up with the right hand. It's no good. Boy, Chauncey's transition defense has been terrific. Here's Matthews in transition, sliding to the basket with the left hand. That's too strong. Giannis there to clean it up. Can't get that to go. Second, third opportunity upcoming here on the left side. That one's too strong. And finally, Danny Green controls it for the Lakers. Caldwell Pope with it as Josh has used a timeout. See Frank Vogel there, the head man for the Lakers. And have to come up with something pretty soon here. It's 43-32. So we have minute 22 left in our third quarter of play. Lakers down by 11. Again, it's Becker rising sophomore Josh Sanchez using the Lakers in game 1. New England College senior Chauncey Cheek using the Bucks. And see Mike Budenholzer there directing traffic for Milwaukee. And right now they have an 11-point advantage. And again, this is our first game of the night. Games winner of this one, if they win game 2, that will lead to a championship. There's a steal, start the right out of the dead ball situation. Milwaukee running in transition the other way. Greek Freak pulls up and buries it. He's got an even 20. And Milwaukee now leads it by 13 as this one's getting away from Josh during the third quarter. The lead was 4 at the break. It's been extended now to 45-32. Here's a triple from Waiters. That goes. Desperately needed 3 for Josh's Lakers. Pulls them to within 10. Giannis the other way. Pulls it back out for Wesley Matthews. Hesitation there for Giannis. Goes up with the right hand and gets it to go. He has done everything tonight. See his stat line there. 22 points, 6 rebounds for the reigning MVP. And he's got the ball now as the Bucks with another steal. Gets it back on the baseline, kicks it out. Middleton's triple on the way. Good look at it, and he buried it. Chris Middleton with the 3, and it's now 50-35. Largest lead of the game for Chauncey. Josh needs to make some plays here, and this is not a good start. Milwaukee with a steal up the right side. Bledsoe's ahead of the pack. He'll lay it up and in. It's now 52-35. Milwaukee dominating this third quarter. Shot clock turned off. Josh needs points and stops, and he needs them in bunches. AD gets in the paint, back out for Caruso. His 3 on the way. That goes. Big shot there for Alex Caruso as the final seconds of our third quarter wind down. Down to 5-4-3. Giannis triple teamed. He'll have to tee it up at the horn. A little hesitation. I don't think he got it off. And our third quarter comes to a close with Chauncey leading Josh by a score of 52-38. So Chauncey with a 21-point third quarter there, and he's opened up a 14-point lead. The outstanding Pilgrims do everything wing has got to be feeling pretty good about his chances as we head to quarter number 4. See if Josh has a miracle in stake. Weird timeout to start the fourth here by Josh. Talk things over. The lead is 14 for Chauncey Cheek and the Milwaukee Bucks. Again, we invite you to stay tuned. Between games, we'll be joined by both of our championship finalists as we get set for game number 2. And Chauncey just 5 minutes away from taking game 1. We'll see if Josh can cut into this deficit, maybe carry some momentum into game 2. We've seen a lot of these series of our 3 championships thus far. They've all gone best of 3, I believe. George Hill ahead to Greek Freak, who sends it down. It's now 54-38. Giannis has 24 points, and it's more of the same to start the fourth quarter. Here's a triple on the way from Waiters, but that goes down. So big bucket there for Dion Waiters, pulls Josh back to within 13. Needs stops, though, on this side. They've struggled with this man. Giannis dribbling, content to use some shot clock each and every time down the floor he gets in the paint. Swiped away there by AD for the Lakers. Lakers not out of this one, down by 13, but that doesn't help. LeBron throws it into the hands of a Milwaukee player. George Hill to pull up on the right side in transition. That's no good. And Los Angeles running the other way. LeBron in transition kicks out for Caruso. This is a big jumper. Ooh, spins out. Boy, that would have pulled Josh to within 10. And Caruso got a great look at it. Couldn't cash it in. The other way, Hill with a 12-footer on the baseline. That rattles out. And the Lakers coming the other way. Dwight Howard running the break in transition. Gets in the paint, goes up with the right hand, and finishes. So the lead is 11, 3.5 minutes left. See if Josh can cut this down to single digits and go from there. And Chauncey very wisely using shot clock just about every time in the half court. Trying to minimize possessions the rest of the way. Hill back out. Shot clock down to 4. Giannis has it right wing. Gotta bottle him up. No good. Loose ball fought for. Who's got it? Lakers do. Dwight Howard emerges with it. Caruso left side for AD. And that one goes down on the floater. And now Milwaukee's forced to use a timeout. So it's a 7-0 run now being authored by Josh and the Lakers to make this 54-45 with 3:03 left. So it's 54-38 just about a minute and a half ago. And Josh has scored the last 7 points. We've got ourselves a ball game here. Thank Caleb Blubay, our outstanding do-it-all production manager, director of esports for the NECC, making sure everything is gone smoothly here tonight. His work is certainly invaluable for us. And right now, it's Josh trying to continue this comeback. Remember, he was down by 16 just moments ago, but 7 unanswered have made this a single-digit lead for Chauncey and the Bucks. It's 54-45 as we return to live action. Right side. Back out for Bledsoe, long 3, and that rattles in. That might have been the final nail in the coffin. The lead back to double figures. It's 12. Bledsoe with a nice second half. He's got 9 of his 11 in the second half of play. And Milwaukee extends their lead to 12, midway portion of the fourth quarter. Back out for Danny Green. Got a good look at it. Too strong. Milwaukee bringing over the timeline, and Chauncey, unless he's got a dunk, probably pull it back out. Nope, Bledsoe will tee it up. That one spins out, but Giannis there with the rebound. Back out for Middleton. One of the most underrated players in the game. Chris Middleton buries the jumper. See Giannis' line there, 24 points along with 8 rebounds. He's been dynamic. And the lead is back to 14. 2 minutes left in regulation. Danny Green's got to toe that 3-point line, tee that up. Caldwell Pope thought about it. Back to LeBron. Got to go here. Precious seconds winding down. Danny Green with a contested three. No good. JaVale McGee there for the rebound for the Lakers. Another three for Green. That one's no good. Giannis there with the rebound. Milwaukee turns it over. Sloppy play. Again, Josh unable to cut into this deficit as the seconds wind down. AD slides to the basket nicely with the right hand. Finishes, makes it 12. AD's got 13 points for the Lakers. Leads the Lakers in scoring. Giannis leads all scorers with 24 points. And we come upon a minute left in this one, and Milwaukee in control, leading it by 12. Down low for Lopez. A little hesitation, no good. Got his own and lays it up and in. 1:15 left. It's 14 as AD swoops the other way. Couldn't get it to go. Back out for LeBron. Quick trigger for Caldwell Pope, and that one rattles in. Foul underneath, it appears. Anthony Davis with the give. Makes it 61-50 here as Milwaukee will inbound. Right now it's a 4-possession game with just a minute left in regulation. Chauncey leading it by 11. See how Josh elects to play this. Swarming around. Giannis might have forced a turnover there. Ball's loose, and Middleton has it. Shot clock down to 7. Bucks got to go, but this is basically a good possession for them as they get it underneath for Middleton, lays it up and in, and that was exactly what the doctor ordered for Chauncey and the Bucks. Long possession, ends up with an easy 2 in the lead 13. Alley-oop is taken away by Giannis. That should basically do it. We'll see how they end the final seconds of this one. Middleton will tee up the 3, spins out, but Chauncey's going to win game 1 as Lopez gives the foul in transition. So Chauncey, only excitement here will be what the final score is. Chauncey will win game 1 here of our best of 3. There's another steal. Bledsoe ahead of the pack. He'll go up with the right hand and send it down. 65-50. Just about 30 seconds left in this one. Dwight Howard, the other end, gets in the paint. Pump, back out. Three-pointer in and out. Howard gets the rebound. And Lakers will try to cut into this deficit. 3 dead on from Waiters. That's no good. That should do it. Giannis can dribble it out, or he can go to the basket and try to score a couple more, which he will do. Finish with a left hand. Why not? Giannis with a double-double. He's got 26 points to go along with 10 rebounds. Final seconds, 3-2-1. Will the Lakers get one up? There's a foul on Giannis. And Howard to the line to shoot 2. First one rattles out. It's academic at this point. The only excitement is the final score. That one's no good. Giannis will tee it up from 74 feet away. That one hits the back of the iron, and that will do it. So our final score in game 1, 67-50 in favor of Chauncey and the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis Antetokounmpo leads the way with 26 points and 10 rebounds. And as we get set for game 2, before the start of game 2, we want to bring in both of our competitors. We'll start with Josh, I believe. Josh, are you there with us, my friend? Josh, you there?
I'm there. Can you hear me?
Absolutely. Hey, obviously on the wrong side of that one, you did some things well, but Chauncey seemed to get it going there in the third quarter. He scored 21 points in the third quarter. What was the difference for him and your defense in that quarter?
Oh, Chauncey's good. He's honestly really good. His D, he runs a weird D. He does like a 2-3 zone, and he was picking off so many of my passes. He had to have had about 15, 20 steals. That was a difference maker, though. He's good. I like that game. That was fun.
He did play well defensively. All right, give us a little preview here for game 2. Are you going to stick with the Lakers or go with somebody else?
I don't know. We'll see. Depends on who he wants to be.
All right.
See. I like the Lakers, but tonight was rough. I could bounce back with them potentially. We'll see.
Hey, we appreciate the time, and again, good luck in game 2, my friend.
Yeah, thank you so much.
That's Josh Sanchez on the wrong side of a 67-50 loss in game 1 as Chauncey Cheek takes it by a 17-point margin. We're getting set to bring Chauncey in here. Chauncey, can you hear me, my friend?
Sure can.
Hey, congratulations on the game 1 win, first and foremost.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right. You said Giannis wasn't going to do everything, but it's hard not to when he's that good. Finishes with 26 points and 10 rebounds. And, if there's no reason to go away from when he's getting those kind of looks.
It's hard. Whether you force feed him the ball or not, it's just like he's going to get it. defensive glass, he's gonna get every board. Offensive glass, he's gonna get. It's hard. I don't know.
Hey, we just spoke with Josh, and he was complimenting your defense, saying you got in so many of those passing lanes. And I said during the broadcast of the first game, it's a lot like you play in real life. Just guarding those passing lanes, getting your hands on loose balls. And I got to imagine, it sort of comes somewhat natural to you, if you could say that in a game of 2K.
Yeah, I feel. I know you definitely notice. It's definitely basically the same way we play in real life. Play. It's real up and down. Our defense, our offense comes from our defense. If we're not getting stops, we're gonna be in trouble. You know what I mean? We're gonna be in trouble if we can't get stops on defense. Defense win games, win championships. So let's start there.
All right. Josh said he's gonna let you pick who you use for game 2. Give us a little preview who you might use.
Oh, that's a good question. I don't even know. Actually, I was thinking maybe the Celtics, just because the Celtics got a W just now. But yeah, I don't really know. I might go Houston. I like the Rockets, that nice 5 out with the PJ Tucker at center.
I like that. The 5 guard group out there shooting a lot of threes.
Reminds me a lot of us.
Hey, Chauncey, congratulations on the win, and let's get set for game 2.
Thank you. I'm ready.
All right, we'll give these guys a couple seconds to get set up. Just to recap, game 1, Chauncey's Bucks took a 31-27 lead into the locker room at the end of the first half. Got a 21-11 advantage in the third quarter. Really did difference to extend his lead, and went on to a 67-50 win in game 1. No surprise, Giannis leading the way with 26 points and 10 rebounds, leading all players in both of those categories. Getting set for game 2. Curious to see who these guys are going to use for their respective teams. A lot of times people will stay with what they've used, what they know, but both Josh and Chauncey telling us they might mix it up. So we'll see. Set for game 2. Chauncey taking game 1 has to just win one more, and obviously Josh needs to win game 2 to extend this into a deciding game 3. As I mentioned, we've had 2 Madden championships and 1 2K championship. Each of the first 3 of our NECC championships this summer have gone to a deciding game 3. So Chauncey looking to nip that streak in the bud, and Josh hoping history repeats itself here as we get set for game 2. Getting set for our second game here tonight. As long as we have a second here, I want to remind you they're going to be starting our next Madden tournament. Also, this past week, we are proud to announce our full complement of titles for this upcoming fall semester as the NECC rolls out its esports platform. 5 titles during the upcoming fall semester. We're very excited about it. Of course, Madden, Overwatch, League of Legends, Valorant, and something else that I can't remember off the top of my head. But definitely excited about that as we officially make our foray into our first season, what we're calling Year 0 in the NECC, and definitely excited to kick that off, and a lot more coming up on that. We invite you to stay tuned to neccathletics.com for the latest, as well as following us on our social channels, which are at NECC Athletics. Getting set for our second game here tonight. Again, Chauncey Cheek from New England College, the senior from Mattapan, Massachusetts, 2-time NECC Defensive Player of the Year, led the nation in steals last year with just under 5 per game against Becker's Josh Sanchez. Josh, a member of the men's ice hockey team over there at Becker College, a rising sophomore from Potsdam, New York, up there by the Canadian border, as a matter of fact. I should ask Josh about how things are up there. And it's definitely an exciting time as we get set for game 2. It'll be looks like maybe the Golden State Warriors are in play here for one of these guys. I believe that's actually going to be Josh, if I'm not mistaken. Well, they're still deciding. I stand corrected. This is pretty exciting, actually. Most teams, they just sort of repeat and run it back. Looks like Chauncey's going to go with the Rockets, as he did indicate. And now it looks like Josh is going to counter. Well, maybe not. A little cat and mouse going on here between these two, it appears. And you heard from Josh saying that Chauncey's defense was the story of game one, limiting Josh to just 50 points en route to the 17-point win. Well, now we see that maybe Josh is going to use Houston. Huh. Okay. I like this. Maybe giving him a taste of his own medicine. Chauncey going to use the Pelicans? No. Seems hard to believe. No. Okay. Just stop there for a second. He's gone with them. He's gone with the Pels. So Chauncey using the Pelicans, a very controversial pick here by Chauncey, and Josh will use the Rockets here for game two. All right. I like it. Let's get set for our second game. Best of three here tonight. Chauncey Cheek taking game one by a score of 67-50 as we get set for our second game in our best of three here this evening. I am surprised by this decision. Maybe a lot of Zion? Well, we'll see. Very interesting move here by Chauncey. It's interesting that Josh ends up with the Rockets because that was what Chauncey had seemed to indicate he might go with Houston in game two. And Josh turning it over a little bit. We're live at the Smoothie King Center in downtown New Orleans. Not sure we saw the Pelicans being in play here tonight, but here we are. We'll see how it plays out. I like it. See Josh making some lineup changes. Chauncey doing the same as we get set for this one. Now, again, Chauncey wins this one, it's over. He's the champion. Josh needs to win this one and then force the deciding game three. So Josh will have to defeat Chauncey twice in a row to win our first ever NECC PS4 NBA2K Championship. I will say Chauncey's fans have really represented pretty nicely on Twitter here tonight. Chauncey's got a lot of love. That's a tight-knit community up there at NEC, and they've come out to support their guy. You see a lot of words being said, and you kind of respect the support of their teammate and their running mate. We are underway here. New Orleans versus Houston. Houston in that small ball lineup, of course, led by James Harden. And there's a foul on the left side. I think Derek Favors getting the bump there as Drew Holiday tried to get to the rim. Excuse me, as Houston tried to get to the rim. There's Mike D'Antoni. We have a timeout here already? Early stoppage here, 14 seconds into the action. Houston has used a timeout. Huh. All sorts of strange things going on here in game two. Chauncey Cheek winning game one by a final score of 67-50. Giannis leading the way as Chauncey used the Bucks. Presumptive favorite for this year's NBA Most Valuable Player, finished with 26 points and 10 rebounds. I think Anthony Davis led the way for Josh in a losing effort. I think AD had 13 for the Lakers. So early stoppage here in game two. We are back to live action. Harden being swarmed by Lonzo Ball. Just to use a high screen. Lonzo does a good job staying with him. Going to the basket with the left hand. That's much too strong, but there was a foul on the way to the rim. Well, maybe not. I stand corrected. Maybe just lost it. All right. So New Orleans will take over. Drew Holiday with the touch, running things for the Pelicans. Holiday gets right into the paint. That's way too easy. Easy left-handed layup there by Drew Holiday. And New Orleans strikes first. Again, it's Chauncey using the Pels, and Houston being employed by Becker's Josh Sanchez in game two of our best of three here tonight. You see that wide open zone defense that Josh talked about over in the corner. The three, no good. Pelicans there with a rebound. Holiday up the right side. Lonzo into the front court. Back out for Holiday. Thought about it. They'll reset the offense. Holiday gets in the paint, shovels it over to Zion. Foul underneath. Little nickel dimer, Brandon Ingram. Oh, maybe I'm not even sure what happened, quite frankly, but Brandon Ingram there, maybe to shoot a illegal defense type situation. The technical free throw is good by Ingram. And New Orleans has scored the first 3 points, making now 5 points as Derek Favors sends it in with the right hand. And Chauncey and the Pels out to an early 5-0 lead. If you're Josh, you got to get off to a good start here. You don't want to dig yourself too deep a hole. Here's Harden, the long jumper. That rattles out. New Orleans looking to run. Zion gets into the paint. Kicks it out right corner. Ingram's three. No, just a little too strong. And Houston there with a rebound. Josh has it in the hands of Westbrook. Over the right side. That pass stolen away. Again, Chauncey's defense continues to shine here tonight. Lonzo in the paint. Good shovel underneath to Ingram. Back out for Zion. Zion full head of steam. Pulls it back out. 2 minutes in. Josh still looking for his first points of the game. Shot clock down to 5. Favors with it. Now we're down to 2. Derek Favors going to have to tee it at the rim. And he sends it down with 2 hands. Derek Favors 4 quick points out of the gate. And Josh uses a timeout as New Orleans has scored the first 7 points of the game. Chauncey with an early 7-0 lead. Chauncey got to be feeling pretty good about himself at this juncture, leading it by a score of 7-0. And Chauncey winning game 1, so he needs to win this one, and he will be declared our first ever NECC PS4 NBA2K champion. Josh needs to get going here, and probably a smart timeout, quite frankly, by Josh. I think he knows that he can't dig himself too big a hole. See Mike D'Antoni there talking with his group. PJ Tucker to inbound the ball for the Rockets. They need points. They got to find a way to get on the scoreboard here, and they've gone with a bigger lineup. Now you see they've actually checked out a couple of guys. Trying to get Harden on track, and there's Lonzo with a steal. Pels look to run. Here's Holiday into the front court. Left hand. Good defensive play there by Josh and the Rockets. Houston still looking for their first points. Westbrook goes end-to-end and lays it up and in with the right hand. So a huge basket there for Westbrook. And now here's a near steal by Westbrook in the backcourt. Josh on the board. And now here's a reach-in foul by Houston. As Brandon Ingram is fouled about 30 feet away from the rim. Early 7-2 advantage for NEC's Chauncey Cheek. Zion gets held up in traffic. Right corner for Holiday. Settles again. Shot clock below 5. Way out for Lonzo. Back for Zion. He's going to have to throw this at the rim. Left side for Lonzo. Now it's an air ball. Didn't matter. Shot clock violation either way. And there's a steal. Oh, man. Chauncey's done it again. Favors sends it down. Derek Favors with 6 first quarter points to lead everyone. Chauncey with a 9-2 advantage. Another near steal. Look at Chauncey to swarm these passing lanes. Keep the ball hot if you're Josh. Swinging around the perimeter. Back for Harden. He'll tee up the 3. The lefty. That one misses off to the left side. Long rebound grabbed by the Pelicans. They look to push. Lonzo settles it back for Ingram. Ingram, stop and go. Gets himself free on the end line. It's 11-2. What a start here for Chauncey. Just 2 points in 4 minutes of action. Corner 3 coming. That one's too strong. That might have been Robert Covington with the triple. New Orleans looking to run. Ball's loose. Scooped up by who else? Derek Favors. He's been the star of the first quarter. And the paint goes Holiday over to Favors. Lays it up and in. Derek Favors has 8. And New Orleans has jumped out to an early 13-2 advantage. Wow. Josh is in trouble early here as we're under a minute left in our first quarter of play. Look at New Orleans just swarm those passing lanes. They get it over to Harden. Buries the 3. Huge bucket there. Excuse me. Oh, they said that was a long 2. Make it a long 2, so it's now 13-4. Just over 30 seconds left. Now here's Houston with a near steal. Back out. Holiday gets into the paint, and he is fouled on his way to the rim. Holiday gets into the painted area and goes to the free throw line. New Orleans with an early double-digit lead. Pelicans on top in this first quarter. Chauncey using the Pelicans in game 2. And Josh using Houston. Their score 15-4 with just 20 seconds left. Ball stolen away. Another steal by Chauncey up the left side for Holiday. Good hold for one, but Holiday will go up with the left hand, and he'll go back to the free throw line. 15-4. This has been a tour de force defensive quarter by Chauncey and the Pels. He has an early 12-point advantage. Make it 13 as both free throws are good. Wow. Shot clock turned off. See if Josh can get a basket before the quarter comes to an end. You see that wide zone that Josh talked about. Another steal. Unbelievable. Ahead of the pack is Holiday. He'll go up and lay it up and in. It's 19-4 with a second and a half left here in the first quarter. Throwing it at the rim from 65 feet away. That's no good. And our first quarter comes to a close. And what a quarter it was for New Orleans. They have an early 15-point advantage. And Chauncey has jumped all over Josh here in game 2. 19-4 at the end of 1. That was about as good a 5 minutes as you could play at both ends. Chauncey would tell you probably could score some more points, but to hold your opponent to just 4 points in 5 minutes, wow. New Orleans to inbound the ball. Josh has got to get this lead down to single digits sooner rather than later, and that's not a good start. Lonzo Ball gets to the rim on the left side, finishes off glass, and then comes away with a steal. Whew, this is crazy. Lonzo reverse. Back-to-back buckets for Lonzo Ball, and it's now 23-4. Oh, boy. Josh on the wrong side early. He's got to get on track. A lot of basketball left to be played, obviously, but right now this defense is really bothering Josh. There's another near steal. And they say the ball is actually out of bounds, last touch by Houston. Wow. This defense has been impressive. Zion underneath the Favors. Another easy 2 for Derek Favors. He's into double digits already. Favors with 10 points. I think all 5 of his field goals have been at the rim. And there's another steal. Ball with another theft. Over the left side, pull up for Holiday on the baseline is good. It is now 27-4. It's an 8-0 run to start the second quarter for Chauncey, and more of the same. The Rivers had a seam to the basket, it appeared. Didn't want it. That wide 2-3 we've seen. Harden trying to dribble through traffic. Got to keep the ball hot. Make the extra pass. Jumper on the way. Well contested. Much too strong. Here comes New Orleans the other way. Zion gets into the painted area. Pump fake. Pulls it back out. Over for Ingram. Here's Favors. He's been the star of the first half. Favors operating on the low block. Lays it up and in. It's now 29-4. And Josh uses another timeout. Oh, boy. This has been an impressive first quarter plus for Chauncey and the Pelicans. We question his decision to use New Orleans. Maybe he knew something we didn't, because they lead it 29-4 with 3.5 minutes left in our first half of play. Chauncey Cheek took game 1 67-50 using Milwaukee. And in game 2, he leads it 29-4. Wow. Josh needs to, again, a lot of basketball left. You've got 2.5 plus quarters left. Down by 25, you got to start thinking, all right, maybe I get it down by 20, 16, 18, somewhere around there going into the break. Try to get it into single digits in the third quarter and then go from there. This defense just continues to just really bother him. Here's Holiday in transition. He'll go up and lay it up, and it's now 31-4. 12-0 run to start quarter number 2 for Chauncey. Houston frustrated, to say the least. Here's a 3 on the way, no good. Long rebound gathered by Favors. Ingram up the right side. Stops. Kicks it cross court for Zion. Gets in the paint, goes all the way to the rim. Bully ball by the former Duke product. And his layup attempt, no good. Ball deflected out of bounds as Houston looked to run. It will remain Rockets basketball. 31-4, 2 minutes plus into our second quarter. Here's Westbrook. Gets into the paint, swarmed under. Good look in the corner three. Rattles in and out. Got to catch those in. That was a good look. Good kick. Good little dribble drive and dish by Westbrook. Shot no good. Ingram gets to the right elbow, one of his favorite spots on the floor. Shot comes off. Now here's a foul in the backcourt. Ingram runs into Tyson Chandler. Again, Josh still looking for his first points in quarter number 2. Remarkable defensive performance here by Chauncey. Westbrook kicks it out. Corner 3 upcoming from Tucker. That's good. PJ Tucker with the triple. Makes it now 31-7 in favor of Chauncey. It was the run to start the second quarter was 12-0 before that triple. Here's a 3. That one's no good. Houston with a chance to run. Harden ahead of the pack. He'll pull up for 3. Interesting decision there. That one spins out. Don't blame Josh for the attempt. And now here comes New Orleans the other way. Zion with it. The lead is 31-7. Remarkable performance at both ends. Zion gets in the paint. His right-handed runner hits the back of the iron. Too strong. And here's Tyson Chandler the other way. Right side. PJ Tucker with the ball. Here's Covington with it. Not by Holiday. Again, this New Orleans defense just suffocating. Shot clock down to 5. Tucker gets in the paint. Chandler down to 2. Harden will tee it up. Too strong, but Chandler there with the offensive rebound. I capitalize on these opportunities if you're Josh. Harden still looking for his first points. Westbrook pull up. That one's well off the mark. New Orleans the other way. Alley-oop to the rim. That one off target. Houston looks pushing transition. Head of the pack and sending it down are the Rockets. And Josh gets another basket to pull to within 22 here, 31-9. But a little bit of momentum here for the Rockets as they've scored 5 in a row. Lonzo with it. New Orleans, it looks like, has used a timeout. Chauncey giving up 5 straight points. He's seen enough. He'll use a stoppage. And we have just under a minute left in our first half of play. New Orleans right now comfortably in front by a score of 31-9. So NEC's Chauncey Cheek, who many thought was the favorite coming into this one. Josh telling us before game 1 here tonight that this really wasn't his game, but he had a good run and was going to do his best, and he was going to defend it. Unfortunately, it's been Chauncey's defense for Josh's cause that's been the story of this one. As the Pelicans have opened up a 22-point advantage. Here's a 3 in the corner. That comes off. Offensive rebound by Okafor, however. Looked like he was fouled, but no call. Back out to Alexander Walker, who spins to the basket and scores with the right hand. Good play there for the easy 2. And the lead extends to 24. Houston pushing the other way. That 3 comes off. A 5-second difference here between shot and game clock. But Chauncey well in front here as we head towards the first half intermission. Ooh, a little frustration foul there by Josh and the Rockets. Nobody said the ball just went out of bounds. Josh Hart to inbound. Easy layup there out of the inbounds pass, and the lead extends back to 26 at 35-9. Shot clock turned off. Not sure Josh can think about that. He needs to score points. Going all the way to the basket, having a shot swiped away from behind. Good defense there by the Pels. They look to run the other way. Here's to Colomelli with the left hand, lays it up and in. Oh, my goodness. It's 37-9 as the Rockets will get the final shot here of the first half. Down to 2-1. Shot at the buzzer. It's the back of the iron. And after one half of play, it's all Chauncey and the Pelicans. The score 37-9 after 10 minutes of action here of game 2 of our best-of-3 championship series. Well, Josh might be up against it here in this one. The Pelicans have done it at both ends. New Orleans allowing 4 points in the first quarter and just 5 in the second quarter. 9 first-half points allowed by NEC's Chauncey Cheek, and he's built up a 28-point advantage. Hesitation there by Alexander Walker, kicks it back out and threw the ball away. Now, a little good start to the second half for Josh. He's going to need more of that as we go forward. Houston inbound the ball underneath their basket to Harden. He'll tee up the quick three. That one's no good. Offensive rebound gathered by Chandler. He goes back up. Looked like he was fouled on his way to the rim. He'll shoot two. Veteran Tyson Chandler to the line. Makes the first. Second one too strong. And the lead stands at 37-10, just underway here in our second half. Lonzo Ball has his shot blocked away from behind. I'll say last touched by Houston. Backers Josh Sanchez using the Rockets here in game 2. There's a beautiful inbounds pass. Lob to the rim, and Zion finishes it strong. That might be Zion's first points of the game. They come in pretty spectacular fashion. No surprise for that young man. And the lead is 29 at 39-10. I think Harden's still looking for his first points of the game. Ball deflected away. Loose on the baseline. Who's got it? Still being fought for, to say last touched by the Rockets. It'll go back to the Pels. New Orleans with a 29-point lead just a minute into our third quarter. Lonzo Ball all the way to the rim and sends it down with the right hand. Whew. Good stuff there by the former UCLA product. His third field goal of the game makes it 41-10 in favor of Chauncey and the New Orleans Pelicans. See Westbrook trying to survey the defense just to get a sense of what Chauncey's playing. Chandler with it, left side. Back out for Westbrook. They get it over to Harden. Shot clock under 10. Baseline, now we're down to 5. Got to go towards the rim or get something up there. And I think somebody stepped out of bounds there for Houston. Might have been Covington. Created the unforced error. And another Houston turnover. That's been the Josh's bugaboo in this one. Chauncey has really locked him up defensively over the course of these two games. Ball back out for Zion. He'll tee up the three. No. But an offensive rebound back out for Ingram. His three, that's good. Unbelievable. Continues more of the same. It's 44-10 now in favor of Chauncey and the Pelicans. And what else? Another steal. They look to go the other way. Zion ahead of the pack and sends it down with two hands. 46-10. We're not yet 2 minutes into our third quarter. Triple is good on the left wing. And finally, I think that was Harden with his first points of the game. Finally, James Harden gets on the score sheet. And at the other end, Brandon Ingram swoops in for the hoop with the left hand. 48-13. Want to remind you, we'll be joined by both of our championship finalists following the completion of this one. There's another beautiful throw towards the rim, and Zion there to finish it. The lead, 37 now at 50-13. Cross-court skip for Harden. Westbrook looking for a seam, not finding any. Might have been pushed on his way to the rim. A lot of long faces over there on that Houston bench. Substitutions coming into the game as it'll be New Orleans basketball. Again, I want to remind you we are getting set for our first ever full complement, our year zero, as we're calling it here in the NECC. Getting set for a full slate of regular season and championship play. We'll kick things off with placement tournaments and a handful of our titles this coming fall, and all that getting set to get underway over the next couple of weeks. Set for regular season action to begin in the month of September. And we'll crown champions in each of those 5 titles probably in mid-November, obviously due to the pandemic and schools having to shift their calendars, send kids home, and not bringing them back after Thanksgiving has forced us to shift our calendar as well, as New Orleans commits a foul on the way to the rim there, Houston to the line where they'll shoot 2. That's upcoming fall, and we're very much looking forward to it. And again, for all the best information, follow us on our Twitter, Instagram accounts at NECC Athletics. Of course, our website located at neccathletics.com. We thank you for tuning in, spending some of your Sunday night with us, wherever you may be. We hope you're safe and sound. And Chauncey has been dominating this one since very early on. He jumped out to an early 7-0 advantage. It was 19-4 at the end of the first quarter, just more of the same. It's currently 54-14. It's a 39-point advantage. And I don't know what's more impressive, the offense or the defense here for Chauncey in game 2. Probably the defense if you look at it. There's a tough shot in the lane. And Josh has just been unable to find any airspace. And Chauncey looks like is well on his way to a Game 2 and ultimately an NECC 2K Championship win. Houston with the ball. PJ Tucker with a left elbow jumper. That goes down. I feel like any basket that Chauncey allows right now is kind of an anomaly the way he's defended here tonight. There's a steal by Houston. Tucker doing it at both ends. Tucker handling. Again, this New Orleans defense just suffocating. But Chauncey's defense in Game 1 was good. It's been even better in Game 2. There's a three from Rivers on the right wing. A 5-0 spurt here by Josh, making it 54-20 as we have under a minute left in our third quarter. Ingram operating on the baseline. And a timeout is called. So 54-20. Score was 37-9 at the half. So to Josh's credit, he's done a much better job here offensively in the third quarter. Fortunately for him, dug himself a massive hole in the first half of play. And that's really been the difference in this one. And of course, Chauncey's outstanding play at both ends has certainly been on full display since the opening tip in Game 2. Certainly in Game 1 as well, as he used Milwaukee to defeat the Lakers 67-50. Greek Freak, 26 points and 10 rebounds in that one. We appreciate all those folks that have checked in with us throughout the course of the evening. I imagine the NECC community, and we hope they're enjoying this, and certainly the New England College family very much enjoying this. Chauncey, one of the more popular members of the community up there, and certainly of the basketball team with his heroics in this year's NECC championship game. His three-pointer gave the Pilgrims a win over Mitchell in thrilling fashion. There's a run-out opportunity for Josh Hart, who lays it up and in, and that's essentially how the third quarter will come to a close. We'll see what Houston can do with 3-2-1. Austin Rivers towards the rim from 35 feet away. No, short. And 3 quarters in the books. 58-20 is our score after 3. This has been a tour de force performance by NEC's Chauncey Cheek. Chauncey will win his second NECC title, probably the first one a little bit more meaningful, and helping lead the men's basketball team to a championship this year as they defeated Mitchell up there in Henniker, New Hampshire during the winter. And this one will be very different. Trophy. He'll get another long sleeve Dry Fit Championship shirt to add to his collection. Maybe we can give it to a family member. He's already got one. We'll see. We'll talk to him about that. It's the first points of the fourth quarter. And it's now 60-20. That's a backcourt violation against the Rockets. And see Jeff Green tapping his chest. Wheels have fallen off here, unfortunately, for Josh and the Houston. Alexander Walker all the way to the rim and finishes with the right hand. Got to stop the ball there. Look at that. Look at those field goal percentage. My goodness, Chauncey probably shooting about 70% from the floor in this one. Josh's credit, he continues to hang in there and battle, kicks it out. There's a triple on the way, left side. That's good. So a three-pointer is good. It's now 62-23. At the other end, basket is cashed in by the Pels. Kyle Alexander Walker, now into double digits. He's got 10 off the bench for New Orleans. Minute and a half into the fourth quarter. This is going to be a victory for Chauncey Cheek. Question is what the final score is going to be, how our final 3+ minutes play out. Tough fadeaway jumper there for Jahlil Okafor. That comes off the rim. Over the left side, ball nearly saved. Good hustle play there by Josh and the Rockets. Say out of bounds, it'll go back to the Pelicans. Pleased to announce our partnership with ESTV to be the official linear TV provider of the New England Collegiate Conference and their esports efforts. Also proud to announce our partnership with the NFL Alumni Association. Very much looking forward to working with both of those organizations during the upcoming academic year and hopefully beyond. Great group. We've grown to know the ESTV family and really enjoyed working with them, and definitely excited about what the future holds in our partnership, and certainly some efforts, some video efforts on both sides that we think will be mutually beneficial, and we're excited about that going forward. 67-23, midway portion here of our fourth quarter. And Jacob and Ryan here with you, NECC Commissioner. Hope you're safe and sound on this Sunday evening, wherever you may be. We are going to be starting our next Madden tournament this coming week, and then we will get set for, quite frankly, regular season play in the New England Collegiate Conference of our first ever complete complement of esports titles. Very much looking forward to the fall season in those and crowning 5 champions. And then we will get set for the spring semester. Looking forward to announce our, obviously our members that'll be competing this year in the upcoming weeks, working with our directors and our players throughout the course of the upcoming academic year. Okay, Alexander Walker gets in the paint. One of the few shots he's missed tonight, gets it back. Or for Okafor in the paint, and it's like there might have been a turnover there. You see Jaleel Okafor not happy with the call. It's going to go back to the Rockets. A little easier to accept turnovers when you look up on the scoreboard and you lead it by 43 points. Another near steal. And the ball will go back to the Rockets. Luke Mute to inbound the ball from Georgetown product. Longtime member of the Rockets. Here's a long three on the way left side from Josh. No good. And Nicola Melli clears the rebound. Up the right side. Pull up from Josh Hart from three. Of course, more of the same. That goes down. It's now 70-24 as we tick under 2 minutes left in regulation. Wow. Well, there's a pull up from Austin Rivers. He's been one of Houston's few bright spots tonight. Rivers has given the Rockets some offensive punch off the bench. Fortunately, it's not been enough for Josh and the Rockets. All the way to the basket and to the left hand it goes, and I think this could be a chance for a three-point play. Melli at the free throw line and cashes it in. He's been productive off the bench as well. He's got 6 points, actually just 5, I believe. Regardless, it's 73-26. NEC's Chauncey Cheek has eliminated any suspense from this one. He jumped out to an early 19-4 lead at the end of the first quarter. It was 37-9 at the half, and his defense has been the story of both games here tonight. It's hard to believe he gave up 50 in game one because Josh is having trouble cracking 30 in game two. It's been all Pelicans in this one. The Eagle defense situation. And that will lead to the free throw attempt there, cashed in by the Rockets. There's a three-pointer from dead on, in and out. Loose ball gathered quickly by New Orleans, but given back, and here's Rivers in the paint. Goes up, shot blocked away there by the Pels. I think that was Okafor, and then Rivers called for the foul. Houston over the limit. Josh Hart to the line, where he'll shoot two. Villanova product makes the first. Second one rattles in as well. It is 75-27, and there's a steal in the backcourt by Hart and the Pels. Boy, Chauncey's defense has been, I don't have a superlative. I don't have an adjective to describe it. It has been just extremely, extremely impressive throughout, especially here in game two. This is a high-octane Houston offense, and Josh has just been locked up from very early on. Again, this NEC family is basketball community and many others. They support one another, as do the Becker family, and certainly hear a lot of support online for each of these guys. And it's good to see as you see the three-pointer go down for Josh and the Rockets. Under a minute left in this one. Again, we'll be joined by both of our finalists following the completion of regulation and completion of this one. Chauncey Cheek will be our first ever NECC PS4 2K champion. Congratulations to him. Under About 30 seconds left. Three-pointer in the way, too strong. Okafor there with the rebound, and here come the Pels the other way. Josh Hart will get to his spot, tee up the three, and bury it. Why not? Three more for Hart. He's been awesome off the bench. 82-30 is our score currently. Three the other way. That one's well short. Houston gathers it. And another steal. What else? There's J.J. Redick ahead of the pack. He'll tee up the three. The sweet shooting Redick has it spin out, and that will do it. Final shot at the horn spins off, and our final score in game two, 82-30 in favor of New Orleans. Chauncey Cheek in complete control of that one en route to a game two, and ultimately an NECC NBA2K Championship. Congratulations to Chauncey. Congratulations certainly to Josh for advancing this far. We'll be joined by both of our competitors as they shake hands and wrap up this one here tonight. We're going to bring in first here. We'll be joined by Chauncey first, it appears. There he is, the man of the hour, Chauncey Cheek. Hey, my man, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm not sure. I will say I'm not a 2K veteran. I've watched some of it online. I've watched some of it, obviously, in ESPN's platform. I'm not sure I've ever seen anybody play defense better than you did in that one. What was that about? That was unbelievable.
The first game, I felt like my rotation was a little sloppy, so I kind of, as an adjustment, I kind of wanted to tighten that up a little bit, and because I felt like in the first game there was a couple of steals, couple rebounds and stuff that bounced his way just because I was out of position. So I'll try to focus on that for the next game. Yeah.
That's what separates you, my friend. The fact that you gave up 50 points, you won by double digits, and you weren't happy with your defensive performance after game one. You said, I got to do better in game two.
Yeah, I had to.
Hey, I got to ask you this. You were the hero of the Grimm's men's basketball championship. You're now a two-time NECC champion in the same year. Which one is sweeter?
Definitely the 2K one.
Hey, congratulations. We're going to be in touch. We're going to send you a trophy. We're going to send you another shirt. You got to decide what to do with it. You're one of the few that's already got one. There's not too many to get to. Congratulations, my friend. It was awesome to watch you tonight.
Thank you. Thank you for letting me be a part of this.
It was awesome to watch you. We'll be in touch.
Okay, cool.
Stay safe. Stay safe.
See you.
All right. So now we're going to be joined by Becker's Josh Sanchez, unfortunately on the wrong side of this one. Josh, you talked to us at the end of game one and said his defense was the story. He just told us his defense had to be better in game two. And unfortunately for you, it was.
It's funny. Yeah. Wow. Shout out to Chauncey. That kid is sick. He's unreal at this game. His D was just unbelievable. I mean, I didn't score nearly enough points. I mean, his D is the story of that. Shout out to Chauncey.
Let me ask you a question. In playing 2K, have you ever seen somebody play as much zone defense as you did tonight?
No, I've never seen any D like that. He's not guarding me. He's guarding like the passing lanes, and he's picking off every single pass. It's crazy.
Josh, we definitely appreciate your time. You're a heck of a good sport, and congratulations on reaching the championship. We will definitely be in touch, and we look forward to watching you and the Hawks hopefully get back on the ice this winter. And stay safe. Enjoy the rest of your summer. We hope to see you back on campus soon.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys. Appreciate it.
Josh, be well.
All right.
So that will do it for our first ever NECC PS4 NBA2K Championship. Congratulations, of course, to Chauncey Cheek, our champion, and our runner-up, Becker's Josh Sanchez. That'll do it for tonight's broadcast. Thanks for tuning in. My broadcast engineer, Caleb Gluby, our director of esports, who does everything, make sure everything looks as well as it does. Can't thank him enough for all of his hard work. This is Jacob Enright, NECC Commissioner, saying so long. Thanks for tuning in. Again, stay tuned. NECCathletics.com. You see our socials there on your screen. Have a safe evening. Take care of yourself. We love you. Take care.